Hi everybody. So I know I tried to go live last week. It was a bad day to do it, so we're just going to go live now. And I'm sure everyone's busy at work, but if people come, awesome. If they don't, awesome. It's okay. For a few weeks now, I have been working on trying to create a shared prong ring, and it was really it was really not working how I thought it was going to work out. And I had created, this was such a good one too, what a shame. I had created the band with the idea of like a bezel setting, but I wanted to do a shared prong ring. So I ended up making the seats too big for the original gemstones I was using. Then I had to find bigger gemstones, but then the spacing was wrong because I originally set it for smaller gemstones, and then I added the prongs, and because the spacing was wrong, it didn't work out. So this was a bust, which really stinks because these seats are like perfect. I wish I would have never put the prongs on. So instead, I went back to one of the other bands that I was choosing to make for this project because I didn't scrap them. I just kind of kept them, and I'm like, this still works. It's just a bezel setting, which I'm actually more excited about. So I have some blue-green kind of party sapphires here that I'm setting. It's going to be kind of loud because I'm using my Dremel engraver to set. Derek, I just wanted to say that you're really pretty. Thank you so much, Derek. That's so kind of you. Have a great week as well. Thank you. So we're going to try and finish this ring up and see how it ends up looking. I don't know if I'm wasting these sapphires by doing this, but I'm gonna love this ring either way. So we're gonna keep setting some sapphires. Let's see, I'll show you kind of what it looks. Oh, you can't even see it. So well, hopefully at the end I can show you what it looks like and it'll look decent. Hi everybody. I hope you guys are having a good Monday. I know that's hard to do. Like Mondays aren't always the best, but hopefully it's a good Monday. And fun little tip, you're very talented. Thank you so much. I'm trying. I'm really like working my butt off to try and get decent at making jewelry. You got me into jewelry. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Ro, what do you do, Ro? Like, what do you like to make? Or what do you work with? Are you fabricating? Do you work with wax? Are you like sand casting? Do you send your stuff out? Like, what do you like to do? That's so exciting. Hi, SBS. I'm just gonna call you guys by like the shortened version of your username. So I found this, if anyone here does jewelry, I learned this fun little trick from Metaphysical, Adriana of Metaphysical. Normally I use beeswax to pick up my gemstones and it works great. Like it's really a great little tool. The only thing that I don't like about it is it usually leaves like a beeswax film on top of the gemstone, so then you gotta clean that off. But I saw her using on her live the other day, like sticky tack, blue tack, which is awesome because it's super sticky and it picks the gemstones up amazingly and it doesn't leave like a residue or a film on them. And it's really cheap. I got like a packet from Walmart for I think like $2, $3. Hi everybody. Hello. Thanks for watching. If for whomever's watching, are you guys watching from work? Are you watching from home? Do you have the day off? Is it nighttime by you? Where are you guys watching from? Hi. So hi to Priyanka and hi to Sonu. Hi everyone. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm very sorry. Thank you very much, Hector. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I am working on, hi dear, how are you? I'm good. Shiraz? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Hey, Ruby. Hi, I'm new. Stuck Desert. Hi, Stuck Desert. Welcome. I am working on a bezel set. I don't even know what this would be called. So it's not a pave ring, but it's like the gemstones are kind of all lined up, and I'm trying to bezel set them inside these seats. And it's definitely not the best, but I've been trying to make a ring like this for the past few weeks. But when I was making it, I was making, like in my head, I was putting prongs on it and I was spacing it out for a bezel. So that's why it didn't end up working. So we're just, trying this out and seeing how this works. And hopefully, if it works out, I can refine it. And then the next time that I make it, it's better. And then once I have like a good flow on how to make this ring, I can start offering it on my website. Let's see. Where are you from? I'm from Chicago, so United States, Illinois, Chicago. How are you? What are you doing? How's things? Aaron, maybe it's Aaron, I'm not sure. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm working on a sapphire ring and things are great, thank you. You have great talent. Thank you so much, Stuck Desert. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. So it's super difficult when like you don't know what you're doing and you don't really have someone around to like help you along the way or to kind of show you what to do or teach you how to do things, and you're really like you're literally just playing. But honestly, I think playing is the best thing that you can do when trying to learn something, because you're going to make mistakes and mistakes are amazing learning tools. So just always play and have fun and figure out what you enjoy doing and keep doing that. Fiham, Fiham 999FF, you can get a shout out. Hello, Jaden. What are you doing today? What time is it? It is almost 1 o'clock, and I am working on a sapphire ring. It's going to be a bezel set ring. I am not sure what you're saying, love Vishal, but if you are saying what I think you are, I will remove you from the chat. Good, good, good. I'm glad, Arun. Ruby, what are you putting on the ring? I'm putting these like blue-green sapphires. They're like party sapphires, kind of. I don't really know if I can show them very clearly. Does that help? No, that doesn't really help. But they're these just blue-green round party sapphire kind of colored, blue-green colored gemstones. And I'm putting them in. I've got a bunch to do, so it looks great. Thank you so much. The ring you are wearing on your first finger is beautiful. Is it this one? Thank you. This is the Twin Gems ring. It is available on my website. This is it with rubies, and you can get it in like a ton of birthstone options. And what I'm so excited about with this ring is I was able to get Tsavorite garnets as well as like red garnets. So if you're a Tsavorite garnet lover, you can absolutely get Tsavorite garnets in this ring and it would look stunning. So you guys are the first to see this ring. My website is withlovejewelry.net. Withlovejewelry.net. I don't get like YouTube. I don't think I can put my website in my like in an area on my bio in my channel. Maybe I haven't found it yet. If anyone knows how to do that, let me know because I don't know how. Did you? I did. I made, oh, I'm sorry. I made all of my rings except for this one. This was a gift from my fiance. The rest I have all made. This was also a gift from my fiance, and then my earrings I made. These are the birthstone earrings. And then this is the gemstone bead ring with 5 beads. I've got emeralds in here. And then this is my engagement ring. So yeah, it's fun to be able to make your own jewelry. But it's also funny because then, like, if people ever want to buy you jewelry, they're like, I don't know what to buy you because you make your own jewelry. So what do I do? I'm like, you don't have to buy me jewelry. I can make what I want. So, so if you enjoy getting jewelry as gifts, do not learn how to make jewelry. All right, I need another sapphire. Oh, wait, I didn't set this one, did I? I gotta focus on what I'm doing. So if you can't pull your sapphire or your gemstone out from the top, just poke it from behind. That's why it's always good to have a little pilot hole in the back that allows you to access the ring from behind so you can clean it from behind. It lets light through so it shines like brighter. And then if you ever need to make adjustments when you're working on jewelry, you can just poke it out from behind. Thank you so much, Priyanka. Thank you. All right, let's see. We need to make this seat a little bit deeper. How was everyone's weekend? Did anyone do anything fun? Almost there. It's so funny I did nothing. I think doing nothing is the greatest thing. Like, we're so busy all the time. I think doing nothing is sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself. Stuff again. I love jewelry. I love jewelry too. How was your weekend? My weekend was nice. The weather was actually no, I think Saturday was rainy, but Sunday was absolutely beautiful. So spent the whole day outside doing nothing outside. I love that. Where's everyone watching from? So I'm in Chicago. Where are you guys watching from? UK, very cool. India, wow, what time is it by everybody? It's 5 minutes to 1 by me. So I can't imagine what time it is everywhere else. Indonesia, thank you so much. Sudarsono. I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Thank you. 6:55. Okay. I'm from Oklahoma, but originally from okay. Very cool. Which one do you like better? Oklahoma or Colorado? 11:25 midnight. Holy moly. Go get some rest. It's bedtime. I would be a zombie if I was up at 11:25 midnight. I'm CO. Okay. Yeah, I've heard it's absolutely gorgeous in Colorado. I miss it. I bet. One of my very, very good friends, her son lives in Colorado, so she flies out to visit him and she sends me pictures. And they go to, like, I forget what Red Rock. Red Rock Amphitheater, I think it's called. She sent me pictures from there, and if you've never seen it, it looks like unbelievable. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is going to be really loud. Maybe I should turn my mic down. If you can't hear anything, how are you not Oh, thank you so much, Ruby. That's so sweet of you. I, I'm not like, I don't, have the desire to be viral. I would like to get monetized on YouTube. I think that would be really, really helpful. And I actually had someone say to me, they think I'm not monetized yet because my videos are vertical. So I'm going to start making them horizontal from here on out and hope that that works. Just because every little bit helps when you're like a small business and it's your only like source of income. So to be able to have monetization platforms is really, really helpful. So I'm hoping my next video for YouTube is out tomorrow, tomorrow morning, and I'm hoping that the horizontal orientation will help. But thank you so much, Ruby. That's so sweet of you. When you're driving to the city, you could see the mountains. It's so beautiful. I bet it is beautiful. That's something that I love, like oceans and mountains. And I live in Chicago, which is like the flattest place on earth. So I'm in the wrong state. This is the Dremel engraver. I love it. It's incredibly loud, but it makes bezels like butter. It's so awesome. So I'm just gonna, okay, there we go. Straighten this out because it moved a little bit when I started setting it. Is anybody here? Oh, somebody said that they started making jewelry. Who was it? You, Ro. Is anyone else like making jewelry for fun or has a business or just interested in maybe starting? I think I'll try and turn this down, see if it... Still loud. Touch elbows. I'm not sure what that means. I am, but still working on soldering. Soldering is probably the most daunting thing. I don't know, Michelle, I don't know what type of torch you're using. When I first started out, I just bought a regular soldering kit that had a butane torch in it, and I absolutely hated it. And it made soldering very, very tricky. If you struggle with flame control, that was my biggest issue. I could not manage the flame properly. It was like a big flame or a bigger flame. And when you're trying to make really delicate, dainty pieces, that's what I like to, well, I kind of like to make delicate, dainty pieces. You need to have more flame control. So I ended up buying like a big old oxygen propane torch, and it was the greatest investment that I made for my jewelry business. It is Gentech, it is not Smith. They are pretty much identical, but you can always, check out the differences between them. There are also dentistry oxygen torches that are like, they have little small canisters of oxygen and I think propane. And it has a smaller torch tip and a small like handheld torch that you can use for soldering as well. They're not nearly as expensive as the Gentech or the Smith system, but you do have to constantly replace those oxygen tanks and propane tanks. Whereas with the setup that I have, you like swap out your oxygen tank, you get it refilled. And like, for example, I pay, I think $16.50 or I pay $16 every time I swap out my oxygen tank, so it's really not expensive. And then I just buy the little propane canisters from Walmart because my setup is for the smaller propane canisters, which is a little bit less dangerous than if you have like the ones that you grill with. The smaller propane canisters are not strong enough to create a flashback, which is super dangerous unless you have like your canister set up properly. It's, it's something that it's a simple flashback arrestor and you're good. But it's just something to think about if you're looking to get it like a bigger torch. Still using butane, the big blaze is huge. Not sure I can get the propane just, yeah, big blaze is like enormous. I bought the big blaze when I wanted to start melting my own metal because I'm like, okay, the one that I have was much smaller. It wasn't hot enough. So I used that one and the big blaze together to melt metal, but I don't think I could ever make anything aside from like a simple ring band with the big blaze just because it's enormous. I was thinking about getting in. Yeah, Smith is awesome. They're pretty expensive. I don't know if this helps. I'm not an affiliate. I don't get any whatever from anything. I bought my system from Seattle Findings. Their customer service is awesome and they have discount codes sometimes. I think I had like 10 or 20% off of my torch by finding a discount code with them. So I think they sell both Gemtech and Smith. So maybe take a look at that and maybe like around Black Friday or something, they might have sales on top of the discount code. I'm not sure. But I like them. They're great. And I got a discount on my torch. Otherwise, there are never discounts for like Rio Grande. I don't think Pepe Tools ever does a discount either, so it might be something to look into. Yes, the flame, yeah, super fat. I'll look into Seattle Findings. No, my pleasure. I hope it works out for you, and hopefully you can get yourself a decent torch because it's a game changer. A torch, like a good torch, is a game changer. I see people make. I'm so sorry for the noise. I see people make like beautiful things and they still use those butane torches. I don't know how I couldn't do that. Like I really need to be able to get a teeny tiny little pencil tip flame for certain things. So let's keep setting stones. I've got 3 of the. Good night. Good night. Have a good night. Sleep well. Yeah, it's midnight. Go to bed. It's so late. I'm not telling you to go to bed. I would be telling myself it's way too late. Go to bed. All right. If you're ever doing a flush setting or a bezel setting and you're not sure if your stone is set, just poke it from behind. If it falls out, it's not set. If it doesn't, it's set. All right. For those of you watching, what is your favorite gemstone? Or do you have a favorite gemstone? Because I get asked this question all the time. For those of you watching. If you're watching, you're going to hear me. You don't need me to say for those of you watching. It's okay. This is my second live, so I'm getting used to it. These are not calibrated sapphires, meaning they range anywhere from 2.7 to like 3.2 millimeters. So I am just trying to find ones that fit so that I don't have to open up my seat too much. Otherwise, it's gonna look funny having a pearl. Oh, that's a beautiful gemstone. That is June's birthday. I don't do too much with pearls. I should do more. I offer one bracelet with pearls, and they're these really pretty, like purple colored pearls. I think they're so pretty. There we go. Found a good fit. All right, we just need to burr a little more. Almost. Is everyone who is not like super late in the evening watching, are you watching from work? Because it's 1:08 p.m. right now by me, so before I started doing this, my gemstone is diamond equals ruby. Diamond is April and ruby is July. Oh, are you saying like your top, like your number one is diamond and ruby, like they're both equal for you? My fave? No, because you said pearl is your fave. I'm not sure. But great choices. I always, like, I've worked with moissanites, I've worked with Melly diamonds. I have never, yeah, I agree. Diamonds and rubies are phenomenal. I have never worked with a larger diamond where you just second, gotcha. I've never worked with a larger diamond where you can just like set it as a solitaire. I think it would be amazing because they're so strong. Like you really can't, unless it's like a princess cut where it's square and has four corners. It's really hard to break a diamond. So I think it would be a great stone to work with more often. Obviously, it's expensive. Are you like super strict on lab versus mind, or you don't mind which one you get, or it has to only be mind, or you like? There's a huge debate, lab versus mind, and I would never say to anybody choose one or over the other. What I always say to people is what makes the most sense for you. If you really want mind, do it. But my biggest thing that I tell people is like budget within your means. Don't go bankrupt over a gemstone. So obviously, labs are cheaper. I know there's such a beautiful sentiment behind mine diamonds. So you make the choice, but I always tell people like pick within your means because the last thing you want to do is spend tens of thousands of dollars on a ring and then you don't have money for groceries. So it's gonna be loud, sorry. I don't know how I feel about this ring. We will see. Maybe once I clean up the edges, because it looks pretty rough right now. You can't really... It's okay. We'll figure it out. I think the spacing needs to be a little bit cleaner. And then I'll have it down. So we're getting there. My birth month is July, so my birth gem is ruby, but my favorite is pearl. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, pearls are gorgeous and very unique. You really can't, go wrong with a pearl. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Perfect. Perfect fit. Uh-oh. No, it's there. Okay, I thought the gemstone moved. I'm a goldsmith and you are taking too much time. I'm taking too much time doing what? All right. We have 4 more, and then all the gems are set. Gems are to be I think, okay, based on zodiac and stars. That's, I've heard that, is that you, like, people, for example, say opal, like, unless your unless your birth month is opal, you're not supposed to wear opal. And it's, like, beautiful and, like, I guess it holds a lot of meaning for October birthdays, but I also think it's kind of unfair to have that belief for people that aren't October birthdays, because opals are gorgeous. So are other gemstones. I if that were the case, then I wouldn't be able to wear, all of my jewelry. So I like the thought and the sentiment behind that, but I also think that a lot of jewelers would go out of business if people adhered to that thought. Where are you from? I'm from Chicago. I think it looks great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see when it's done how it looks. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of cleaning up to do, but we'll see how it goes. Never wear for beautiful. Wear gems, especially genuine gems based on astrology or else adverse effects. I have heard opposite. It's a great belief to have. I don't think the majority of people in the world believe in that. So, you know, I'm gonna keep wearing what I'm wearing. Is that gold you are using? No, this is silver. This is sterling silver. So I would love to work more with gold. I save gold only for orders that people purchase gold with. Otherwise, you shouldn't tell people what to believe. Yeah, everyone's gonna do what they want to do. So as a jeweler, I'm all for people wearing whatever gemstones they like. I think it would be very, like, for example, you should believe because they have some. No, I absolutely believe that every gemstone has a different vibration to it. I don't believe that you're only supposed to wear one particular gemstone, because I think like, for example, moldavite, if you guys know what moldavite is, it was from a meteor that crashed into the earth like 15, I think, million or billion years ago. I can't quite remember. I think it's billion. And they say that moldavite chooses you. If you try and wear moldavite and you're not ready for it, like, it will go missing. I think it's crazy. That's kind of crazy. But I've heard, and I'll say this story because this is my experience with it. I purchased moldavite a few months ago at one of the gem shows. I had done my rounds, I had visited all my vendors, and then I went back to this one particular vendor that I always buy from, who has just rough moldavites. So I was looking through them, and I'm like, geez, I have such a headache. So I'm like, all right, let me put them down. Let me go look at some opals. I went and looked at the opals. I'm like, oh, my headache's gone. Okay, I thought maybe it was the lights because there's lights everywhere at gem shows. the headache went away, and then I picked out the opals I wanted. I went back to the Moldavites, and my headache came back. And I'm like, what is going on? So I purchased the Moldavite that I wanted. I put it in my bag, and I left the show. And when I got to my car, I took out the gemstones that I had purchased. And I swear, I was like looking at the Moldavite in the sun. I'm like, God, I have a headache again. And I swear, why is your forehead so big? Why would you ask something like that? It's not, it's 4 fingers. So, yeah, I don't know. That was a really interesting experience for me. I've never had something like that happen before. You should believe because, oh yeah, we read that one. Thank you, Stuck Desert. I reported that message. That was rude. There is one stone gem that is useful for everyone. It's red solar ruby. Dedicate to Lord Sun. I'm going to go back to what Stuck Desert said, and, people believe what they want to believe and believe what's good for them. So we're going to just keep moving forward. Hi, just curious. Yeah, that was I think my forehead is proportionate to my body, maybe just because I'm really close to the camera like this, it looks bigger. So, why you guys comment like that on people? Thank you. All right, we're going to keep setting stones. I'll be honest. YouTube was the harshest platform of all of these social medias when I started like posting content. And I started with shorts. It took me a long time before I started doing longer content videos. And people were just mean. Like, I'm self-taught. I've never gone to a class before. I've never had a teacher before. Thank you so much. Hajira, if I'm saying that right, thank you. That's so sweet of you. What size stones are you using? These are 3 millimeters. The ones in here right now aren't all 3. They're, I think, 2.7 to 3.2. So I'm kind of like picking and choosing because the lot that I purchased was 2.7 to 3.2. So not all of them are fitting, but what was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, YouTube was, there goes another one. YouTube was like mean. A lot of the people on, oh, here it is. A lot of the people on the shorts that I was posting were like, this is so revoltingly ugly. This is really bad. Like, you should stop trying. And I'm like, oh my God. Thanks, folks. Nah, it's fine. You're good. It's all good. I realized that, like, because you know why I realized? Because I normally do this. And I'm like, my hands look like they're huge, but my hands are not huge. So I'll just try and not bend forward so far so my forehead looks enormous. All right. But it's gotten better. YouTube has, I think, maybe more people that actually are interested in what I'm posting follow me, and I have fewer rude comments. All right. Don't listen to them. They just... Thank you. Nah, it's all good. I always, I always used to have a really, really hard time getting past the harsh comments. Because I'm like, people don't like my work. What am I doing wrong? And then I'm like, you know what? There's that saying, like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And people don't really listen to that anymore, so I'm not going to listen to their rude comments. And just for reference, this mug is enormous, unlike my forehead. Are you flush setting? I am not really flush setting. I'm like kind of bezel setting. So flush setting, but in like flush setting, you know, you're normally burnishing the metal around the gemstone. I'm kind of burring into a bezel and then burnishing out from the outside. And I guess you could consider it flush setting or bezel setting. Wear the sunstone ruby on your right hand ring finger and just on every day a chant to the sun. It will decrease your negative nature and bring majestic changes. I have heard so many, I don't know, so many people say things about like, oh, you should do this on this hand and you should wear this on that hand, and silver brings wealth and gold does this. I don't know. So I hope it brings you decreased negativity and majestic changes. So let's see. Hajira, basically what I did, I'll show you. I made a simple ring band and then I marked where I wanted my gemstones to go in the center of that ring band. And then I carved, like I filed away a lot of the metal to make it look like they were like little, I guess, bubbles, or like they were actual settings for the gemstones. And then I put the gemstones inside of it. So I kind of made like little bezels, bezel cups inside the ring band, as opposed to making a bezel cup and soldering the ring band to it. It's a little bit, I don't know, awkward to explain, but hope that makes sense. Oh, this one's not set yet. I better not drop it. Got it. I have just started learning how to set stones. I will try. Oh, this is really tricky. If you're looking to learn how to flush set, I have a video on flush setting that hopefully can help you. It's like a long content video, long format content video, whatever they call it. Because flush setting is a little bit different. If you're looking how to bezel set, I also have a video on that too. So this is me just trying to broaden my range of what I'm doing. I don't know how to... I do gold work in my jewelry, 20 to 30 grams of gold per day. That's awesome. Gold is super expensive. Show me a stone of that once if you have. I don't. Please stop telling her what to wear. That makes sense. I'm giving my suggestion, Mr. Stuck. But you're telling what to believe. Oh, y'all, it's okay. We don't have to argue about things. It's all good. People can wear whatever they want to wear, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Hello. Hi. Mamila? If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. It's going to be loud. Three more. As you can tell, I have very few tools and stuff. I just want to know that from your side. And what tool are you using to hold the ring band? I am using, let me take it out so you can see. So I purchased this little vise from Seattle Findings. When I purchased it, I did not know that it comes with like an actual vise that you would connect to your desk, because underneath this, so this handle comes off, and underneath it has this little square piece that sits into the vise, and then the vise can spin 360 like a ball vise. It's cheaper than a ball vise, But I purchased this and didn't realize that it fits into my bench peg really nicely, and then I can hold it and spin it around like an encore vise, which is like, I think it's almost $1,000. I'm not sure. I never looked to buy one, but this is really inexpensive and does a great job. It's just super duper sharp. So I always put this microfiber cloth in there to make sure that it doesn't mark the jewelry I'm working on. And then it has like little pegs that you can put in those holes if you're trying to hold something like oddly shaped or a pendant or something like that. Why don't you use the glass shield to grab the dust wastage? I don't have a glass shield. I have a catch tray beneath me, and then I have a fume extractor that collects like the superfine dust. Sorry, I'm like a little bit congested. So all of the like the filings and the shavings fall into my catch tray that's beneath me. You just can't see it. All right, let's find another gemstone. Oh, I should look at, yeah, I gotta make sure that I don't kill my phone battery. Oh wow, we've been live for 47 minutes. I swear time flies when you do lives. This is my second one ever, and I'm like, I just logged on. That's crazy. Oops. Do you have a polishing machine? What polishing machine are you referring to? A polishing lathe, a tumbler, an ultrasonic cleaner? Like what are you referring to? Not quite. Okay. These sapphires are so pretty. No, you're just a little too big. When in doubt, measure it, right? Because I can keep drilling into my seat forever and ever, but if the gemstone is just too big, it's just too big. No, this should be fine. We'll keep drilling. After the complete of the ring is exposed to dust-based polishing brush. It will bring the shine. Yes, I do polish the rings. I go through 5 different polishes, and I sand everything down to either 1500 or 2000 with sandpaper, and then I go through 5 different polishing grits to get it to a mirror finish. Unless, of course, I don't want a mirror finish, and then I keep it on a satin finish. This guy is not sitting right. It's gonna be loud. Speaking of cook, I'm gonna have to go make lunch in about half an hour, so I don't think we're gonna stay on for the entire half hour because we have 2 more stones to set. So we will see. It is not up to my quality standard, but it's okay. Mr. Din, is that like a little investigator? And yeah, yummy. I know, I gotta figure out what I'm making for lunch. Any recommendations, anybody? Yeah, this is not up to my quality standard, but for my first time, I'm happy with it. We're getting to the stones that are pretty large, so I guess I should have checked to make sure I can actually complete this ring. I have zero idea on rings and how to make them. Oh, hi, dramatic cow queen. So let me ask you then, Stuck Desert, did you follow me just because like you enjoyed the content was cool, or are you trying to learn how to make jewelry? What is the size of the ring band? I think this was like I don't know. Let's see, let's measure it. This is 3.5. I gave myself a little bit of wiggle room. The width, yeah, 3.5 millimeters. I gave myself a little bit of wiggle room so that, you know, I can fold the bezel over the gemstones. Otherwise, if it's the same size as the gemstones, you don't have like a seat for them to sit on because they're just going to be engulfing the entire ring. I mean, yeah, lamb chop. I don't like lamb. If you have seen one of my very first YouTube videos where I explain how I got into making jewelry, a pet that I had as a child was a lamb, and he and I were like best buds. Like he thought I was another lamb, so he used to like ram heads with his head into my stomach. And after having a lamb as a pet, I could never eat lamb again. So I don't eat lamb, but thanks for the recommendation. I followed you because I think what you do is so... Oh, thank you so much. Okay, all right. Well, I hope that if you do end up wanting to learn how to make jewelry, that this is helpful for you. What's the percent of gold wastage for 7 grams gold ring? I have no idea. Ooh, sorry, it's okay. I don't, you know, I don't ever hold it against anybody if they order lamb when we go out to dinner. Like, you eat whatever you want to eat, and I'm going to eat what I want to eat. You seem to have a passion and just seem... Oh, thank you so much, John. That's so sweet of you. This month was a year since I quit my... I would say 9 to 5, but it was actually 9 to 6. I really disliked that job. I was a loan closer, and if you've ever purchased a home, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. So I was I was the person that said, here you go, here's all of your money for your loan, except it was way more than that. And it was really intense and really stressful. And it wasn't that the work was hard, it was that you never knew when you were going to have work. So you could start your day and have absolutely nothing to do. And then go the entire day, and then the last hour of work you could get like 30 things that each take an hour to do, and they have to be done within the next 24 hours, and then you're swamped. And yeah, it was really stressful. What's the price of that ring? This is not for sale. This is me practicing. I am self-taught, so I don't know how to do a lot of things, and when I see something that I like, I try and recreate it. And so this is not like the best that this ring will be. I will continuously try to improve this ring until I feel like it is to my standards to sell. So I don't have a price for this ring. What are you doing? I just joined. So I'm a little confused. Yeah, no problem. I I am setting some sapphires into I'm just holding this side because I don't want the sapphire to fall out, into this like bezel ring, like shared bezel ring. I don't really know what to call it. I've seen this ring before, but I don't know what it's called. So I have been attempting to make a shared prong ring for the past week, and that went really wrong. I measured it for 3mm gemstones, and then I ended up realizing that it was too big for those to add prongs to, so I tried using 4mm gemstones, and then the prongs were the seats were too close together, so it was a mess, which stinks because I put a lot of time into these seats and they were perfect. So that's what I'm doing. Sorry, I know it's confusing. You should create a ring making kit. I have been told by a lot of people that they would be interested in classes if I did classes. I don't know what people are. That's awesome. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what people are interested in learning. Like, I could teach you the basics. I could teach you what I know. But I've only been doing this for, it'll be 3 years in March. So I've only been doing this for like 2.5 years. So I would love to teach. I do have my at the bench episodes where I kind of teach or show you my process on certain things that I feel are good to teach. So thank you. What is your favorite gemstone? I get asked that all the time. I don't think I have one. It's like choosing your favorite child. Not that I have kids, but there's something special about like each one. And I do have an issue with tanzanites, because I shouldn't say an issue, like I have a ton of tanzanites. So if that helps, like maybe that gives you an idea of, I won't call it my favorite, but I have the most I have the most large tanzanites of any other gemstone. I have the most sapphires small of any other gemstone, but obviously larger gemstones are more expensive than smaller ones, so I can get away with having a lot of sapphires. But I don't have a favorite gemstone. I enjoy working with harder gemstones because they're easier to work with. It's always, super scary when you're trying to bright cut around an opal than when you're trying to bright cut around a sapphire. So I don't have a favorite. But if anyone who is watching right now has a favorite and didn't tell me already, or you want to retell me, what's your favorite gemstone? Oh, I didn't set this yet. Okay. It's going to be loud. I always loved the look of a ring like this. I have one more to set. I think I should have... I can go back in and continue cleaning it up. Like, I always loved the rings that look like one gemstone after the other. But this is a little rough. I really need to clean this up. I think once it's cleaned up, it'll look much better. And then once I get the spacing down for it. As a bezel set ring, I think this is going to be easier to recreate now that I understand how to do it. But shared prong ring, this is evil. And it looks evil too. All right, last one. And it is, okay, we are just over the 1 hour mark. So I'm thinking we'll set this. Maybe I'll start to clean it up and then, oh, my phone is running out. It looks, thank you so much. Hajira. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you, Hajira. Okay, let's see. I like that all the sapphires are slightly different. Like, it's not like the identical shade and color of each gemstone. These are garnets, but I like to have slight variations. I think it gives a beautiful look to the gemstone, or to the ring. I wish I could show you how awesome these sapphires are. It's like a streak of blue and then green and then a little yellow, and they're so pretty. Yes, you're so awesome. If you do the prong ring again, please do a video for that. I have a video for this that's going to be out tomorrow. It didn't work because I didn't do it correctly, but I feel like this is going to take a long time to wrap my head around. There was a time when I was like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. And then I started doing it, but I don't remember why I stopped working on that ring band, and then I started not, like, it wasn't something about it was off. So then I think one of the placements of the stone was too far and I didn't like it. So I started another ring band. And then by the time I got to being ready to set the stones, I had like lost my process. And so then when it came to actually doing this one, it was like I wasn't quite as focused as I should have been. But a lot of times when I want to do something, I like get a process in my head. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And it works out. I'm like, holy moly, how did that happen? So I had that process at the beginning of making that ring. And then by the time it actually came to set the stones, I was lost. So hopefully I will get it like mentally figured out. And then I can, you know, make it work. Yeah, we're too big. It's hard being self-taught, to not have somebody there to help. Like I see some people going through classes. Oh, this is 3.09. I feel like that's just a little too big, like 0.04 too big. So I'm not going to use that. I see people going through classes like jewelry academies. And that's so cool. Like, if you have that opportunity and this is something that you're actually interested in doing, do it. Because you're going to be like light years ahead of me. And you're going to actually be able to make the things that you want to make instead of the things that you think you can make. If that makes sense. Good gracious, this one's so pretty. anyone here a small business owner? Or what do y'all do? And do you like what you do? There we go. There we go. All right, last one. It's gonna be loud. Dang, okay. How many stones did we lose? There's 3, 4 here. If anyone, oh, 5. If anyone saw where the gemstones landed, let me know. Oh man, story of my life. Story of my life. All right, there's one. That's why it's good to have a catch tray beneath you. I know, John, I know. Please, I swear today because I didn't, like, I was barefoot and I walked over here and I'm like, oh, there's something on my foot. And then I brushed it off. It was a peridot. Good thing I didn't, like, just walk away and I actually looked what it was. Oh, goodness. Oh, well, I'll look for it another time. It's all right. I managed to find, oh, there's another one. All right, that might be all of them. Okay. I know you can't see it. I don't know why it looks so bad. Oh, God, I gotta clean it up. It's so rough. But it's not bad for my first one. Look, it's like a big one of this. Yeah, I've got a lot of cleaning up to do. I'll make a reel about, or a short about this guy. And, it looks like I made it out of wax originally and I didn't do a good job. It's okay. All right, I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'm almost out of battery. I think we're gonna start to cut this short. So thank you guys so much for watching and for talking with me as I see, look how giant my hands look. I gotta keep them close to me. Thank you for spending the time with me on this live. Like, this was a lot of fun. Normally I don't have anyone to talk to when I'm working, so this was super enjoyable for me. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you got something out of it. Maybe it taught you something. I don't know. But thank you for, like, your kind comments. And I'll see you guys next time. I hope you have an amazing day. Oh, good night from the Arab Emirates. Holy moly. Good night, John. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Ro. It was really nice watching and learning. Thank you, Hajira. I hope you guys have an amazing day and an awesome week. And I'll see you at the next live.